Thank you for listening. I am joined by United States Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas. Good morning, Senator.
Good morning to you, or perhaps should I say good morning, comrade. I saw on TV yesterday that you announced you're going to go vote for Bernie Sanders this week.
I am. I'm going to do it today, as a matter of fact, because the early excused absentee in person is allowed. I don't know if I'll be in Virginia on March 3rd. So, Bernie, a choice, not an echo, Senator. A choice, not an echo.
Feel the burn, Hugh.
Feel the burn. Senator Cotton, what is your best estimate of how long the Senate trial will last?
Hugh, that's really up to the senators as well as to the two sides. I can tell you that this week will probably be done with the opening arguments of the two sides. I expect some procedural debate and votes today, and then the House Democrats will make their argument Wednesday and Thursday, and the president's lawyers will make his arguments Friday and Saturday. I suspect that we'll adjourn then for the holy day, and then be back on Monday for time for senators' questions and for debate. So probably by the middle of next week, the issue will arise whether there should be any more witnesses called, and that will depend, obviously, on how the process goes this week. I for one, having reviewed the material submitted over the weekend and knowing the weakness of the House Democrats' case, don't really see the need for additional witnesses, but some senators still have yet to make up their mind on that question.
Is it possible this will go months?
Hugh, it's hard for me to imagine how it might go months. I mean, if we had witnesses, there would be a pause in the trial, as there was in the Clinton era, to take depositions and then decide what part of those depositions are relevant and material, and perhaps what part of those depositions could be disclosed in a public setting and what part might have to be discussed in a classified or secure setting.
You know, you've got those little Arkansans running around back there. I love that, Senator. How much damage? Well, let me ask it this way. Will every president, in your view, in light of this, be impeached? Is this not just going to become a routine feature of partisan politics in America?
I hope not, Hugh, and that's one reason why the Senate has to provide what James Madison said it would, the cool and deliberate sense of our community as a political society. The House Democrats did a very rushed partisan impeachment. They were inflamed by passion and enraged against the president, as they have been since 2016. It's time for the Senate to play the role the founders wanted us to play, not just for this case, but for all future cases, to show any future House majority that is enraged against the president that they ought not turn political or policy differences into a case of impeachment.
I want to play for you Senator Scott on Fox News last night, cut number 13.
Well, I certainly think that the witness conversation won't happen until after the 48 hours and perhaps 16 hours of questions from all 100 of us will have a chance to ask questions, and then there will be a chance for a vote. It's hard to determine what will happen in that vote. It's hard for me to tell you what I'll do in that vote. What I do realize is that the whole conversation about witnesses have nothing to do with impeaching the president. It has everything to do with removing at least 4 senators from office who are Republicans. The entire process of calling witnesses that were not heard in the House is about getting Cory Gardner to take tough votes. It's about having Susan Collins take tough votes. It's about having Tom Tillis in North Carolina take tough votes. It's about Martha McSally taking tough votes. The subplot to having witnesses before the Senate has nothing to do with illuminating the case or bringing more information to the surface. It has everything to do with putting those pivotal senators between a rock and a hard place. And
Stop right there. Do you agree with that, Senator Cotton?
Yeah, he's exactly right about what the Democrats want to do here. Chuck Schumer has even said last week that he views impeachment as a win-win. Either they remove Donald Trump from office or they force senators in tough races to take tough votes. Now, I for one, don't think voting to have witnesses or not to have them all is all that tough a vote. It's certainly not like the have cast to grant amnesty to illegal immigrants and to give them health care or to force taxpayers to fund abortion. Those are the kind of issues on which this election is going to be decided, not some procedural votes and a party line impeachment from the House Democrats.
Now, you're an alum of the House and you're a member of the Senate. How much damage has this process done to the House, and could it do to the Senate?
I think it's done a lot of damage to this House, and that's why it's important the Senate put down a historical marker that this partisan impeachment, which was conducted because the Democrats still are raging about Donald Trump winning in 2016, was a failure and ought not to be done in the future. Having political differences and policy differences are fine, and we can battle those out on the floors of Congress or at the ballot box. But it ought not to be turned into an impeachment. That's why it is so important the Senate actually approach this in a sober and serious manner, unlike the House, give both sides their say, and conduct ourselves in the way that James Madison said, which is that we would sometimes have to provide the correction that looked after the long-term interests of our country as against an enraged partisan House.
But very quickly, Senator Cruz said it could take weeks and weeks, which means months. You don't believe that. I'm gathering you think it's a matter of a couple of weeks at the most?
I think weeks and weeks only if you had a number of witnesses that caused us to pause the trial to go into depositions and assess those depositions.
All right, Senator Tom Cotton, thank you, my friend. Follow him at Tom Cotton, S-E-N, Tom Cotton on Twitter. Follow me to hour number 3. Another of his colleagues, Senator Perdue, joins me, and we continue to focus on the impeachment trial, which gets underway today in the Senate, right here on the Hugh Hewitt Show.